Many roads are washed out, trees are down, and some areas are still underwater. I want to recap what's going on this afternoon in our area. Flooding from Fred has been absolutely devastating across the mountains. We understand that more than 30 people are unaccounted for in Haywood County, many of them in the Crusoe community. One other thing, if I can, before you take off. You were talking at the top of the report about the missing people. Who are these people? Do we know? Are they residents? Are they campers? Are they workers? What's the deal?
And now the moment we have all been waiting for is Jay's doppelganger.
Richard Simmons, for real?
We are talking about none other than, yes, you guessed it, Richard Simmons.
It's so appropriate that we're doing this on 420 because
Correct.
You would have to be high to think that I looked like him, right?
Jay, no, it is spot on. Don't even deny it.
Typos can get anybody into trouble, but what do you do and what do you call it when you accidentally leave out a letter when you're painting?
And that's what happened to a road crew in Britain last week.
I remember years ago when I worked at a newspaper in South Carolina, we had a story about a candy striper, but throughout the article I spelled it candy stripper.
Yeah, you didn't even need to say that. I knew exactly where you were going with that.
Her dad came in to complain.
Now, from Western North Carolina's news leader, this is News 13 at noon.
Heavy rain this morning took its toll in Transylvania County with flooding and heavy debris on the roads there. News 13's Karen Wynn joins us live near Rosman. And Karen, the waters came so fast there. Employees evacuated a plant in Rosman off US 64 this morning due to flooding. The manager at Mitchell-Bissett Industries says more than half an inch of water from a fork of the French Broad seeped into the facility during heavy rain. The driveway into the plant is damaged, but nothing inside was harmed, we are told. The flooding also caused a big log jam at a bridge on Highway 64 over the French Broad River, closing the road. Cleanup continues at this hour. Weather impacted school bus travel on this first day of school in Transylvania County. Some parents, in fact, are irate that school wasn't canceled. Let's go live to News 13's John Lee at Rosman High School with more on the story. John? Classes also started in Haywood County schools today. News 13's Rex Hodge joins us live from Junaluska Elementary School. And Rex, I understand there were a combination of feelings there this morning. And a reminder, students in Asheville City, Buncombe County, and Henderson County return to school on August 23rd. COVID-19 cases are surging across the South. Nationally, more than 140,000 new COVID cases were reported Friday and Saturday. That's the most consecutively since January. But there are signs of hope. Booster shots authorized by the FDA are rolling out for those with compromised immune systems. In Houston, nearly 600 patients are waiting for hospital beds.
In Dallas, we have 0 ICU beds left for children. That means if your child's in a car wreck, if your child has a congenital heart defect or something, needs an ICU bed, or more likely, if they have COVID, need an ICU bed, we don't have one. Your child will wait for another child to die.
How scary is that? In the meantime, the Biden administration is working on a plan to administer booster shots to healthcare workers and nursing home residents. The exact timeline has not yet been released. Crews worked a fire at a mulch plant on Riverside Drive in Asheville early this morning. Flames and smoke billowed into the air for several minutes. We understand the fire at the Riverside stump dump may have stemmed from a lightning strike overnight. It's hard to believe, but our winter weather maker is still off the coast of California right now. But over the next 2.5 days, it's going to jet across the country, pick up Gulf moisture, cold air in place, and then bam, we are going to get hit. This morning, unlike yesterday morning, we're not seeing snow flying around in the high mountains. What the high mountains, though, may be dealing with, especially Madison County, Yancey County, Mitchell County, is black ice in places where it snowed yesterday, then it melted, but it didn't all evaporate, so now it has refrozen as black ice. Be very, very careful in those locations. Temperatures right now in Asheville, 25 degrees, 24 in Flat Rock, 21 in Franklin. A touch warmer in the upstate, but not much. 27 in Clemson, Anderson 25, Elberton, Georgia, 26 degrees. The nation as a whole right now is cold. Just how cold? 19 Minneapolis, 37 Kansas City, 36 in Wichita. This cold air comes our way, and if you ask me, basically it's already in place for snow in our area. High pressure controlling our weather today. It's a little bit to our west, so northerly winds can't be ruled out. Today, though, about 44 degrees for a high. Tomorrow, much of the same, maybe a couple of degrees warmer, but increasing clouds tomorrow ahead of this low pressure system right here that will race across the country, dip into the Gulf, come our way, combine with this high pressure system, and then voila, we have problems this weekend. And I'm talking significant problems. Saturday, 12:30 p.m., according to the GFS model, all this begins to start here in the mountains. Now, the GFS is different from the Euro because it shows some mixing. And so consequently, our totals here in Asheville not as great as the Euro. We're still talking 11 inches, though, for Asheville, according to this model, 17.2 for Hendersonville, 10.5 for Marion. The Euro model is basically all snow. It starts later, about 6 or 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. We put it in motion for you. This ends late Monday, according to this, and by the time it ends, 21 inches in Asheville, 22 inches in Burnsville, 13 in Mars Hill, 22 for Hendersonville, 23 for Brevard. This may be overblown just a bit, but nevertheless, you still get the idea. This is going to be significant and potentially paralyzing for our area. This model even has close to 11 inches for Greenville. I would say closer to 6 to 7. Even if you divide this by 2, it's still a major event and a big problem. Today, not many problems. Good day to stock up on supplies. Mostly sunny, 44 degrees in Asheville, 47 in Greenville. Next 7 days, there you see it, weather-worn days, just in time for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.